There are seasons in a man's life when he wakes up and realizes something's uncomfortable. He's been shrinking himself for years, but not because he's weak, but because the world around him taught him to survive by being smaller or by becoming smaller. And the truth is, a lot of strong men do this, men who served, men who've led, men who've carried the weight of other people, and men who've shown up when it mattered. But the most damaging blows, they don't come from battles. They come from words, subtle criticisms, quiet expectations, moments where someone implies you're too much or not enough or simply wrong for being who you are. And over time, without even realizing it, we're adapting, we're shrinking, we stop reaching. We settle into the version of ourselves that feels safe, even if it's nowhere close to who we could become. I've lived that even recently. And there were years I stayed secure in what I knew, even though what I knew wasn't giving me life. I shut out potential good because safety felt familiar. I stayed in patterns that kept me small because I didn't want to face the risk of becoming who I actually was. And here's the thing about living small, it works until it doesn't. Eventually, you look at your life and you realize something painful. The box you're trapped in isn't one someone else built for you. It's one you reinforced with your own fear, your own doubt, your own need to keep the peace. Men build prisons out of ideas that were never true. And if I speak up, I'll lose the relationship. If I set boundaries, I'm selfish. If I want more, I'm ungrateful. And if I disagree, I'm unloving. If I show I'm hurting, I'm weak. Now, if I show I'm hurting, if I let you see I'm hurting, I'm weak. These lies, they settle into the foundation of your identity until the day you finally feel them start to crack. And for me, that moment came after I recognized how much of my potential I had glossed over, how many opportunities I pushed aside because I didn't want to disrupt the safety of what I knew. And yet, what I knew wasn't working. This journey to 60 has forced me to look at the parts of my life where I stayed small, where I shrank myself to avoid criticism, and where I dimmed my own light because someone else felt threatened by it, where I accepted a version of myself that was never meant to be permanent. So here's this shift. You don't have to stay small to keep the peace. You don't have to live by the expectations other people placed on you. And shrinking yourself isn't humility, it's surrendering your calling. So let me give you three questions I've been asking myself. Where in my life am I shrinking? Whose voice have I allowed to define what's possible for me? And what part of my potential have I been afraid to acknowledge? If you sit with those questions, really sit with them, something starts moving inside of you because once you see the places where you've been living small, you can't unsee them. And today I'm choosing expansion. I'm choosing to open myself to the good I once avoided. And I'm choosing to grow into the man I always knew was in there. Not a different man, not a new man, just the real one finally allowed to show up. And I hope you do the same. This journey isn't about counting down to 60, it's about expanding up one day better.